All right, y'all. Y'all see what we got going on here, man? Another hooping day. This like the most people we done had hooping in a while. Aaron pulled up BNT. Oh, Tev right there too. Yup. Tev over there. We got a squad today. Attack there, Tevo. What's good, bruh? Hello. You got your food? What's up?
นี่ซุกี้จ้าโอ้ผัดมาม่าจ้าตำบักหุ่งจ้าสุดยอดชิมเอาเดอร์ซุกี้ครั้งแรกเหมือนกันผัดมาม่าก็ครั้งแรกหมดเลยพับพยาสลัดซุกี้หมกหน่อไม้แซลมอนตำป่าผัดมาม่า
What's up with y'all, man? So I was having a discussion with some friends, and we were just talking about why people have decided to move away from America and other Western countries to live in places like Thailand, and not just Thailand. This isn't specific to Thailand, but since I'm here, that's mainly what I'm gonna be talking about. But this can go for a lot of other countries too as well, that a lot of people are moving to, and we're gonna just run down a list of reasons why I think that people are starting to move out the West to come find better pastures and better things in other countries. So first, we're gonna start out with cost of living. So in a lot of the American major cities, the cost of living has been rising significantly throughout the years, and a lot of people are finding it hard to even be able to pay the necessities. They have debt, they have a lot of bills stacking up, and rent prices are kind of starting to get to the point where a lot of people can't even pay it. And then when you move out of rent and you go towards something like home ownership, for instance, it has been nearly impossible for a lot of people to even be able to afford homes now, man. Interest rates are going up, and I think they just proposed like a 50-year mortgage to try to help people get houses, and that could just go to show you that the housing market right now is bad for people trying to get into it, because most people can't really afford to buy the houses. And then a lot of people that have housing, that have houses that's passed down to them, or that have bought homes in the past, a lot of them don't want to move out of the house or don't want to sell the house they got because they see how bad the housing market is right now. So a lot of people just staying put, which means there's no real houses on the market for a lot of people that want to buy houses. And on top of the fact that rent is way more expensive, it's just a combination of things that are making people decide, maybe I want to fly to another country, or maybe I want to try living somewhere where the cost of living is cheaper. Now, like Thailand, for instance, you can't necessarily own land, but you can buy a condo out here. A lot of other countries, I know a lot of the countries in Africa, you can own land, you can buy land. A lot of the Caribbean, a lot of different countries, you can own and buy land, and you can have property. And a lot of it may even be cheaper than what you're gonna get in America. So I think cost of living is number one. I think a lot of people are just doing it off survival. Like, man, my bills is up here, and then the pay isn't rising as much as it used to. So a lot of people are just thinking, man, it might just be better if I go somewhere where the cost of living is cheaper. And even for people that can afford to still live in America, even if you have a good salary, just the fact that you could live somewhere where the cost of living is 75% less than what you're used to, and that gives you the ability to save more money. It gives you the ability to invest more money and to do other things with your money that are proactive instead of spending it all on bills, and that'll free you up to be able to do stuff to set yourself up for success as well. And the second reason I think that a lot of people are moving from America and Western countries to these other countries is safety and peace of mind. And I think this is probably even more important than cost of living, just because your safety and your peace is everything, man. You don't want to be trying to watch behind your back and look around and all that type of stuff. And I think that's another thing, especially when you're coming to Asian countries, because they have strict laws in Asia. Like, I could say that for pretty much all the Asian countries. They don't play a lot of BS, so you don't have to worry about a lot of stuff happening in these countries, man. Asia is very safe. Thailand is very safe. And other countries as well, man. Like, I know they say like places like in Africa are dangerous or whatever. I say that I felt pretty safe there. The thing is, man, in America you can have guns, and I don't know if a lot of people know this, but most of the guns in the world are inside of America. So even when I go home to visit, I'm always thinking like, man, I gotta get me a strap when I'm out here or whatever. You don't have to think like that in a lot of other places. A lot of other places you can walk down a dark alley and you're not worried about it, and you good. You know what I'm saying? And in Thailand, you can walk down the craziest looking street, and the most you're gonna have to worry about is probably some dogs, some stray dogs attacking you or something, and that's usually just at night, and if they ganging up on you. But that's kind of like the most of your worries. You don't really have to worry about too much, you know what I'm saying? And that could depend on the country, because there are some countries that are just as dangerous as America too. But as far as like Asian countries and Southeast Asia, you don't really have to worry about that, because most places over here are very, very safe, and you'll be good. The third reason I think that a lot of people are starting to leave the West and move overseas is also the rise of online jobs. And a lot of people now, and I think that COVID probably had a lot to do with it, but there are a lot more online jobs now. A lot of the generations in the past didn't have the opportunities to be able to work at a computer and get money on the internet. That's still kind of a relatively new concept, and that has been allowing so many people to be able to leave the West and leave America, leave England, and all these different places, because there's so many different types of jobs you can do online now, and you can do those and you can live in another country bringing in USD. And I think that has made a lot of people open their eyes up to be able to explore the world. Like, wait a minute, I don't have to sit, if I don't have to report to an office or report to a certain place here, and I have the freedom to move around and do whatever I want, then a lot of people are starting to choose, let me just leave out and see what the world has to offer, which I think is a dope thing as well. And with that, that leads us into better work-life balance, man. I feel like a lot of people working in a lot of Western countries, and I think we all know the grind, man. You working so much that you don't even really have much free time to do anything, man. You have to work, you have to grind to pay your bills and to get everything you need, and you working 10 hours and you working 2 jobs combined with the rent, cost of living and all that. Some people are working 1 or 2 jobs, and if people do have 1 job, they're putting their maximum effort into that job. So it's really hard to kind of have a work-life balance and have a life outside of just working and grinding all the time in a lot of the Western countries. In a country like Thailand and Asia period, it's more about slower pace of life. Nobody's really super grind. Now you can do the super grind out here as well, but you can go outside, man. It's a slower pace of life. A lot of people are chilling. There's more community vibe, you know, events you can go to. You can go chill out on the beach, and you know, along with the remote work, if you don't have so much stuff you got to do, and if your bills aren't crazy high, you maximizing your profit on your job. So even if you are putting in that grind, you maximizing the profits because you're not paying crazy amounts. So your work-life balance can go up. You can go hit the gym for a little bit before you work. You know, if you finish work, you can go chill on the beach for a little bit, take a little break, get outside, and stuff is very cheap. It's not going to cost you a lot of money to do that. So I think that living overseas definitely improves your work-life balance as far as being able to build a community around yourself and other like-minded people that are like you, because that's the thing as well. A lot of people are like-minded out here as well, because a lot of people are kind of coming around for the same reason. So you kind of already got that in common. So in a place like Thailand, it's people that you might not even necessarily would have probably been friends with in America, or you probably wouldn't even have been in a situation where you would have met that person. Whereas here now, everybody's in a communal thing, and we all kind of share similar ideas about stuff, which kind of led us here, because most of the time when people are coming to other countries to live and expat and stuff, they already kind of have a ground level of something in common of why they want to be outside of America in the first place. So that's another reason I think that a lot of people are starting to move from the West to a lot of Eastern countries and African countries as well. Another reason is gonna be healthier food and lifestyle, man. Now, I love the food in America, and I personally, when I go home, I love to eat good American food. I'm not gonna lie, but American food is not healthy, man. A lot of the ingredients, a lot of the things that we use in our food, a lot of the things that we feed our cattle and our livestock is not even legal in a lot of other countries. So that just goes to show you the type of chemicals and stuff that we have going into our food. And it makes it taste amazing, but it's very unhealthy, which causes a lot of sicknesses, a lot of illness that a lot of people go through. And I think that's another reason a lot of people want to move to a lot of these Eastern places, because of the fact that they have way more healthier food, whole foods, you know, organic foods, and they don't let restaurants and all these other places use these crazy chemicals like we have in America, which causes people to have a healthier lifestyle. Like, there's so many people I know that came out here and wasn't even doing anything out the ordinary of what they're used to doing, but they're dropping weight, they're losing weight just straight off of the ingredients that's in the food alone. So that just goes to tell you how much healthier of a lifestyle you can build. Also, when you're not working so much, like I was saying before, when you're not having to grind so much with the cost of living, it gives you more time to focus on things like your health, going to the gym, getting you some walks in, getting your steps in, you know, taking Muay Thai, taking some type of combatives training. You can do all that type of stuff living overseas as well. It costs you a fraction of the price, and you have the time because you're not busting your tail trying to provide a lifestyle for yourself. So I think that is a major reason as well why people are moving from the West to a lot of these other countries. So those are just a few things, man. The reason why I think that a lot of people are moving. At the end of the day, everybody has different reasons for why they want to travel. Everybody has different ideologies on what made them want to leave the West or what made them want to live in different countries, and we're not all the same. But just from me talking to so many people, that I have talked to being overseas, not just in Thailand but many other countries, all of those things, at least one or two of the things that I just named is always mentioned, never fails. It's always one of those reasons why people decided that they wanted to take a journey of living overseas and, you know, just trying to better their life or put themselves in a better situation. So that's what I think, and I just wanted to share that with y'all because I do get that question a lot, and that is a question that happens a lot amongst expats or when I first meet people. What made you want to move out here? Always just one of those reasons why, you know what I'm saying? For me personally, I have been traveling around the world for a long time. Like, I came up in the military. Anybody that's been in the military and been young in the military, I was kind of raised into this, and then getting out, I just continued what I was already doing. And that's another thing. There's a lot of people that are traveling that are vets, and Veterans Day just passed, man. So happy Veterans Day to everybody that served. And we about to go out to get some food, hit a El Gaucho, which is one of my favorite little steakhouses. They got a lot of these all throughout Thailand. I like them. They got one in Koh Samui, Bangkok, Phuket, got one in Pattaya. We're going to go over there and grab us some steak because, I mean, you know what I'm saying, steak is one of my most favorite foods to eat. And I'm trying to be healthy, man. I'm trying to get lean. I don't know if y'all can see the muscles, but I've been in the gym. But we're going to head over there, share a little bit of that, and that'll probably be the end of the video, man. This video ain't going to be too long. Just wanted to come chop it up with y'all, man. Also, man, if you ever wanted to travel with us and you wanted to see if Thailand is a place that you could kick it, or even if you've already been here before, man, we are doing 9 days in paradise here in Thailand, man. 3 cities, Bangkok, Phuket, Pattaya. We ended it off with Songkran, man, the biggest water festival in the entire world, man. Do not miss the chance to come on this adventure, man. It's going to be dope. The slots are filling up quick, but we still have a few available, man. We're still kind of a few months out. It'll be in April. But if you're interested, man, hit the email down below. It's also in the description box. And we're going to have a good time, man. It's definitely an opportunity for us to meet up and I want to show y'all a lot of different stuff, and this is just the first one, man. We're going to be doing different countries. We're going to be doing this a couple times a year, man, so this is just the beginning. But like I said, hit that email down below. All right, y'all, so wanted to grab some steak, man. I'm trying to eat clean, man. Been to the gym, trying to eat healthy. So we're trying to just do proteins, man. Steak, chicken, eating real clean. But right now we at my favorite steakhouse right here, Argentina Steakhouse El Gaucho. They have these all over Thailand, actually, man. They got some really good steak, but not too bad of a price, man. So they have these. Hello. They have these all over. Like, they have one in Koh Samui. That was the first time we ever tried it. And they have one in Pattaya, Bangkok, a few different places, man. All right, we starting off with some bread right there, fruit, some like oil that they have that goes with it inside of there, some butter right there, and I got some lemonade. Got that USD ribeye right there. The mashed potatoes. We both got the same thing. She just got hers rare.
Right.
Mine medium. So yeah.
Overseas, couple G's and expenses. Gotta get it, I've been different since the entrance.